That's a nice hat there, Chris.
I wonder where I got that idea.
Well, you didn't get it from me. Otherwise, it would have been a jacket there, pal. Anyways, we're here at yet another show, the Asia Optometric Congress, happening in Kuala Lumpur. We're at the exhibition hall now, and Chris has been making the rounds, seeing a lot of the different exhibitions today. How's that going?
Oh, I've had a great time today. It's been some great people around and some innovations, not just in the eye care products, but the booths themselves. I'm really impressed. And how about you, Matt? You've been to a lot more conferences than me. What's your impression of this one?
To be honest, the exhibition hall area is smaller than most ophthalmology exhibitions that I've been to, but the energy level is enormous. There's young people, there's active discussions. People want to get together and talk and drive this industry forward, so lots of excitement in that regard.
Yeah, I would agree. I felt that excitement here today too, and I'm excited for the rest coming up.
Well, Chris, tell me what you saw today first.
Well, let's see. I saw the HOYA booth, which is really cool, nice setup, cool honeycomb motif that goes with their special lenses, the MyoSmart. We're here at this impressive booth by HOYA. And I can really tell there's some buzz around their key product, the MyoSmart lens.
So it's the first in the market that has this kind of breakthrough technology. And this lens actually is a myth buster.
Now I see that you've got this honeycomb motif around.
Yeah.
This is related to the lens, is that correct?
Yes, it is. So why do we have this honeycomb? Is actually we want to achieve a 50-50 ratio whereby the customers can actually feel 50% blur, 50% clear image in the eye, and that's why we can control the eye from growing longer and hence control the power from growing.
I understand that it uses both the single focus as well as the honeycomb, and this device here shows how it works.
The pattern at the back of this white background, so the dots are arranged in a honeycomb pattern whereby it has 396 dots all together, and when the light passes through those dots, the light actually forms an image in front of the retina, and that's how we control the eyebrow from growing longer.
Could you tell us a little bit more what you have in store for us here at AOC over the next days?
Yeah, please come to join us tomorrow and the day after, because we have invited speaker from Europe himself, so he will share with us his clinical experience with MyoSmart and also the clinical evidence.
All right, what do you think about that, Matt? Special spectacles for kids to combat myopia.
Well, you know, I think it should be a standard, Chris, because obviously spectacles are what we use every day, what kids use every day. Surely there's contacts and also things like atropine for myopia control. But again, we're talking about glasses, should be the standard.
Yeah, just utilizing the technology and putting it into the things that we use every day.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, what do we have coming up next?
Well, next we went over to the Alcon booth where we got to see a little bit about two different products. One was dry eye drops and a little bit about monthly contact lenses. It's estimated that up to 15% of the population suffer from dry eye. Now there's one name that stands out when it comes to the care and treatment of the condition. I'm here at this impressive Alcon booth at AOC to find out more.
So in Alcon, we actually have a wide range of products that covers from aqueous efficient dry eyes to the lipid efficient dry eyes, and even in all types of dry eyes. So in Alcon, what we have is this what we call as intelligent delivery system. So we want to ensure that when you actually instill a drop, the very first thing is we want to have minimal blur, because if there is just so much of blur, it was definitely going to create some dissatisfaction and we get aggravated, like why is this drop making my vision blur?
Counteractive.
Yeah. And the second thing is the moisture should be able to stay as long as possible. I mean, who wants to have a drop into your eyes and after like 5 or 10 minutes you have to consistently drop them? So this means that it all goes back to how the formulation of the eye drops actually works.
So this is the monthly contact lenses.
Yeah.
Now there's a very special bit of technology that's at play here.
So what's so special about these lenses is that all that envelops your lens is 100% water. So you actually have a very lubricious surface, super moisturized. So this gives the very minimal lens sensation and it feel like nothing experience. And on top of that, for monthly lenses, we're talking about the lens should stay clean and comfortable until month end. So this is where the Cellulogen technology comes in. So it mimics that of the human cornea, and they have the ability to resist all these deposits from being built up and adhering onto the lens.
Wow. I hear that you've got some interesting stuff coming up at the booth in the next day.
For the next day as well, for 2 days continuously, we will have activities here. And during the break times, during the lunchtime, we will also have some activities, which is actually we're going to have a crossword puzzle game. So this whole booth will be lighted up. So, and then we're going to have bringing crowds come in here. And then, of course, if you get your answers correct, you'll be going away from some gifts from Alcon.
Ooh. Well, I think I know where I'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time. And we'll be seeing more of Alcon soon. So if you're at AOC, definitely come down and check out this incredible booth. So what do you think about that, Matt? Sustain eye drops for dry eye and these new innovative contact lenses.
Well, I knew Alcon had Sustain for dry eye. I knew a lot less about the contact lenses. I've actually never worn Alcon contact lenses, so it's really good to know a strong leader in that product range. I might try it in the future.
Yeah, they gave me some food for thought for thinking about my next contact lenses. And the innovation comes from the surface, where it replicates the surface of the cornea to give it as little movement as possible and to stop as much dirt getting in there as possible. Really clever.
Yeah, it's interesting that such a small little product has such huge innovative possibilities, but I'm glad to know that and that this whole field is clearly going to be driving forward as a result.
Yeah, very impressive.
Well, Chris, did you happen to see anything today related to myopia diagnostics?
Actually, yes, I did. I got to go do a demo at the Oculus booth where they have the Myopia Master. And what it offers there is really accurate data regarding not just myopia as it is now, but how it will progress as you get older. So here at AOC, we've been learning a lot about the control and correction of myopia, but not so much about the diagnosis. So I've come over to Oculus today to check out some of their machinery and how best to diagnose patients for myopia. Follow me.
So the Myopia Master is one of the first products of its kind. It combines 3 parameters in one. It gives you axial length, gives you auto-refraction, and gives you keratometry. And on top of that, it also has its own data inside of it. So immediately after the examination, a doctor or a technician would usually see the screen. So as you can see, it will give you already how the myopia will progress on a certain patient. So here's an example. If you would have been a 7-year-old kid and with your current refraction and we didn't do anything, on your adulthood, you would be around -7, so high myopic. Before, if you would go to an optometry shop and you do an auto-refraction only, and it says plano, you would have said, yeah, your kid is fine. You can
Yeah,
go there.
but you haven't got that projection into the future and how the condition will develop more.
Yes.
So you've been in this game a lot longer than I. What do you know about myopia management?
Well, Chris, let me just refer you back to ophthalmology where, there's lots of diagnostics out there, for example, biometers and things for IOL power calculations. The intricacies of diagnostics in ophthalmology is established. So it's great to see that in optometry, a device like the Myopia Master also can cater to exceptional diagnostics for professionals.
Yeah, I think it's really showing some great stuff for the future.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, what was the most eye-catching thing that you saw today?
Well, I think everyone here had their eye on the Kodak booth. That was really something. So they're from New York, so they built the whole thing around like the New York subway system, buying the ticket, going down the stairs, being on the train, and then using a vending machine where you could even pick up a little prize.
Well, we've obviously heard a lot about Kodak even ever since we were kids, and it's great to see that they are now into our field.
All right, so we've seen some incredible booths and some great products here at AOC, but nothing is quite as eye-catching as what's behind me right here. Let's check out this incredible Kodak booth.
So what you see here is actually a rendition of a New York stylized subway station. This section is actually what we're the most proud about. So Kodak Lens, of course, as an eyeglass company, we bring vision to people in need. But as well, we have an arm of our company that's called OneSight. It's actually a foundation that enables us to give away pairs to people in need around the world. So last year we did about 70,000 pairs.
Wow.
This year we're doing 100,000 pairs, and we anticipate that 70,000 will come from Malaysia.
Wow.
So
that's
this is
incredible.
the top market that supports us in this way.
Wow, that's incredible. Not just for paying consumers, but for everyone to wear them.
That's right. Everyone deserves good vision.
Definitely. And what is it we have over here in this amazing subway
So
car?
over here, we are giving you a view of New York City. This is from Central Park. You can have a seat if you want.
Oh, sure.
Want to experience the New York subway. So Kodak Lens actually was the first international brand to bring UV lenses, to bring blue cut lenses into the Malaysian market, and it's something that we're known for. So now we've extended it to what we call the city lens. So it's a lens for city living. It gives you UV protection during the day. It gives you blue light protection when you're at work with devices, and then at night, we bring you night vision. So
Which helps a lot with glare, is that right?
that's it.
And anyone that's coming to the AOC, you've got to come check out this amazing booth. And I hear you have some potential prizes?
We do. For everyone that goes through the experience, we have a chance to win, and not all the prizes are the same.
All right, don't miss out, guys, at the AOC. See you soon.
See you guys.
So, Matt, if you get some time tomorrow, I highly recommend you get down to the Kodak booth and take their little tour. Friendly people and just innovative and creative.
That sounds great, Chris. Well, I know them from film years ago. Now that they are obviously in our eye care line, I'll be sure to check them out.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching out for them at all of the conferences we go to now.
Chris, it's been great spending a little time with you here in Kuala Lumpur at the AOC. We're live all through today and tomorrow. We are going to be doing more key opinion leader interviews, talks with leadership, more booth walkthroughs and live coverage, rapid production here, all on Mice TV. Thanks for joining us.
See you tomorrow.